As a young citizen of India, armed with technology, knowledge, and love for my nation, with a vision of transforming India into a developed nation, I'm joining Shobhit University. What about you?
Very good morning to all the participants from India and abroad. Soviet Institute of Engineering and Technology Meerut, a NAC accredited with A grade deemed to be university, and its centers of excellence: Center for Informatics Development Solutions and Applications, Center for Industry 4.0 Technology Studies and Applications, Center for Agricultural Informatics and E-Governance Research Studies, Center for Agribusiness and Disaster Management Studies, and Center for Health Informatics and Computing, in association with the African Asian Rural Development Organization (ARDO), New Delhi, organized this weekly international webinar series on open source digital technologies towards self-reliant India, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Today is the 115th edition of the webinar series, 15th June 2024. On behalf of the Honorable Chancellor, His Excellency the Secretary General, African Asian Rural Development Organization, Honorable Vice Chancellor, the faculty members of the university, and on my behalf, and as Professor Emeritus and Chairman of the Centers of Excellence, let me welcome our guest speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Professor C.A. Jayaprakas. He is the former principal scientist and head of the ICAR Central Tuber Crops Research Institute, Thiruvananthapuram, and also visiting professor, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam, Kerala State, India. I wish to inform the participant and the speaker that the university regularly conducts two webinar series, national webinar series on doubling farmers' income by 2022 and beyond, on every Thursday, and international webinar series on open source digital technology towards self-reliant India on every Saturday. Under this international webinar series, these two centers of excellence, namely Center for Informatics Development Solutions and Applications and Center for Industry 4.0 Technology Studies and Application, have organized 114 lectures on different topics and related to digital technology in agriculture and agriculture technology for enhancing the productivity and the income generation of the farmers. And to read out all the 114 titles, it will consume time. It is available in university website. And to quote some few titles, I will mention for the benefit of the audience and also our guest speaker. Open technologies to provision simple and economical IT infrastructure. Data governance for self-reliant India. Open source software and industrial IoT for SMEs. Free and open source software adoption, oblique business models. Technology imperative, make in India for self-reliance, by Dr. Kamlesh Kumar Bajaj, founder director, Sartin MCIT, and founder CEO, Data Security Council of India, and a former Deputy Director General, National Informatics Center. Edge AI, Digital India transforming governance and society, seizing opportunities in open innovation and value creation network in the digital world for self-reliant economy. And today, the webinar is of this nature: seizing opportunities in open innovation and value creation network in the digital world for self-reliant economy, ensuring food safety and compliance through technology, era of automation, industrial robotics, and Industry 4.0, Indo-German perspective of technology transfer, skill gap analysis and opportunities, e-governance models towards sustained quality service to citizens backed up by technology, Indian MSMEs to adopt Industry 4.0 technology capabilities, urgent need for mentorship and accelerator program. Digital transformation in small enterprises and small businesses of India, challenges and opportunities. National Digital Twin Program, need for a robust geospatial infrastructure. Cyber security risk, challenges, solutions, and intelligence approach to reduce cyber risk. Blockchain and crypto for digital assets platform, pathways for global trade. Vivekananda Secondary Education and Skills Development Mega Projects, its potential impact on rural entrepreneurship and the rural economy in India. Smart Village oblique Community, African ICT oblique IoT lesson. Society 5.0, a new society beyond Industry 4.0 and post COVID-19. Pragmatic base for Atmanirbhar Bharat, democratization of essential services by using sustainable energy as a catalyst. Digital technology in simplifying citizens' life. Knowledge management for development partnership to achieve sustainable development goals of UN and implementing the Agenda 2030. Millet value chain from IoT to blockchain, a traceability roadmap. Aspirational district program in left-wing extremism affected district, a successful model of data-driven governance. Agronomy plus AI is equal to precision farming. Agronomy plus artificial intelligence is equal to precision farming. Doubling in farmers' income. Imperative of plant health informatics network. Developing commercial breadfruit value chain to help farmers reach high value markets. Commodity value chain creation through agri network and agri AI. Commodity value chain creation through agri network and agri AI. Coconut value chain challenges. Coconut value chain challenges transforming into opportunities. Coffee informatics network value chain facilitating smallholder coffee farmers into business. Diversification of fish and fisheries resources management and its challenges in Bangladesh. Data mining on digital agriculture. Sustainability frameworks and standards for agriculture commodities. Global experience. E-governance in digital India, challenges and potential. Organic and natural farming, certification and way forward. Transforming through technology, pathway for industries to embrace. Digital, operational and knowledge transformation for participating in global value chain. India becoming drone technologies global hub by 2030. Opportunities, challenges and way forward. Regenerations and acceleration of agribusiness through digital transformation. Connect One, a connecting platform for empowering farming communities, from by Mr. Vijay Satyanation, CEO Connect One Club, Thiruvananthapuram. Changing landscape of entrepreneurship in the digital age, creating shared value and being socially responsible. Agri entrepreneurship and opportunity in India. Smart tribal farming, digitalized grassland husbandry to empower Kujar, Bakarwal nomadic tribes of Jammu Kashmir. Systematic model of entrepreneurship, connecting dreams, sustainable solutions, and changing lives. Localization of sustainable development goals. Smart rainfed farming, pathway for prosperity, a rural renaissance model from the Donavar Fellowship, Tirunelveli district. Unleashing the potential of digital agriculture, empowering small and marginal farmers through System of Systems framework. This was held on 1st June by 2024. If you would like to have a digital technology in agriculture, since agriculture is system containing many subsystems, you have to adopt a framework called the System of Systems framework. And this is today's topic is on strengthening cassava value chain through product diversification, a basic diet for over half a billion people in the world. Over a half a billion people in the world. And we are very happy to have Professor Dr. C.A. Jayaprakash. He is a veteran in this field to deliver the talk. India is said to be a land of villages. Acharya Vinoba Bhave said India is largely an agricultural country and consisting of about 6.5 lakh villages. It is the foundation of Indian economy. And agriculture is the main source of food, employment, and income for 70 to 80% of people suffering from hunger in developing countries. At present, agricultural livelihoods are being severely impacted world over as a result of anthropogenic global warming and climate change. Climate change has both direct and indirect effects on agriculture productivity, including changing rainfall patterns, severe drought, flooding, and changes in geographical redistribution of pests and diseases. India is labor intensive, and the subsistence based agriculture sector is particularly vulnerable to this development. Farmers of India are facing multidimensional problems: price fluctuation, debt, and lack of infrastructure and weather. Indian farming community comprises of about 14.5 crores operational holdings, out of which 85% farmers are having small and marginal size operational holdings. Farmer needs timely, location specific, and personalized information for effective control on their production risk and then market their produce to identified market opportunities. Many national level programs such as Digital India, Make India, Skill India, Startup India, Stand Up India programs have faced operational difficulties for its impact at farm level and farmer level, that too at small and marginal farmers. Reforms towards digitalization of agricultural systems. Government of India in 2016 established a committee under the chairmanship of Dr. Ashok Dalwai, a senior IAS officer, on doubling farmers' income by 2022. It submitted its report in 2018. I have been closely associated with this committee during its formulation of various, recommendations. I chaired Volume 11 and Volume 12B of this committee report. Volume 11 dealt with empowering the farmers through extension and knowledge dissemination, and Volume 12B dealt with the digital technology in agriculture. And Volume 12B talks about total digitalization of Indian agricultural systems. It suggests strategic use of digital technology in farming systems life cycle. And this is feasible and possible through the 100 ICR institutions, Indian Council of Research, Agricultural Research institutions, located throughout India, and they deal with the problem-wise, area-wise, crop-wise problems of in the agriculture sector, and in all it takes care of, and also 75 agricultural universities and 450 agricultural colleges. In addition to that, we have 4,500 engineering colleges, 45,000 non-engineering colleges, and 1,500 deemed to be universities. IITs and NITs, central universities, have to take agriculture as a use case for digital technology in agriculture. And this digital technology in agriculture gives a framework. It suggests 7 mission mode programs. And if this is operationalized, Indian agriculture will be on the top of the world. Digitalized agriculture through smart irrigated farming, smart rainfed farming, and smart tribal farming. We have 142,000 tribal villages, and adopting the smart tribal farming will bring all the tribal villages on par with other villages, that is smart villages of this country. So digitalized agrovet advisors and agricultural risk management solutions, digitalized agricultural resources information system and micro level planning for achieving smart village and smart farming, and digitalized value chain for about 400 agriculture commodities. Cassava is one. That's why it is strengthening cassava value chain through product diversification. And digitalized access to inputs, technology, knowledge, skill, agricultural finance, credit, marketing, and agribusiness management to a farmer. To simply put it, to make farming as a service. India has got to 2.5 lakh gram panchayat. We need to have one agri-tech startup in every gram panchayat. Digitalized integrated land and water management systems per drop and more crop. And the last one is digitalized farm health management for reduction of farmers' loss, to look into the component of farmers' health, that is public health, which is being split up as allopathy, Ayurveda, Siddha, Hinani, homeopathy, naturopathy, and plant health, animal health, soil health, water health, and fish health, and environmental health. If you see, every protocol generates data, and if this data with respect to the seven discipline is seen over a GIS layer with respect to a village, and this will bring in a very good decision science on health informatics. It is $1 trillion data economy, and this is very important to operationalize it. And I would like to quote our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi, in his Man Ki Baat program on 29th November 2020. He said that our farmers, farm sector, villages are the foundation of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Agroecological and sustainable agriculture. Agroecological farmers practice sustainable farming tactics that focus on protecting natural resources and land while yielding as much crop as possible. Farmers are focused on agroecology and sustainable agriculture will attract more consumers. Farmers who are focused on agroecology and sustainable agriculture will attract more consumers when they practice human and healthy practices. Future of agriculture industry will involve technological innovations such as smart farming. And the smart farming includes GPS tracking, drone applications, Internet of Things, and robotics. We have seen green revolution, but nowadays what we are witnessing is another green revolution. This is not GREEN, this is GRIN. This GRIN, G denotes genomics, R denotes robotics, I denotes informatics, and N denotes nanotechnology. And agriculture 4.0 is the future of farming technology. And 6 ways in which drones will be used throughout the crop cycle includes soil and field analysis through precise 3D mapping, planting, crops, pesticide spraying, crop monitoring, irrigation, and health assessment. And digitization, increasing automation, and new business models have revolutionized other industries. Why not agriculture? We have a complete ecosystems in India. We are striving to achieve agriculture 4.0. Industry 4.0 has been announced from German, and India also welcomed and announced as a policy that India will adopt Industry 4.0 technology. We have 63 million MSMEs in the country. Even now, that Industry 4.0 has to, tap the door of many of the MSMEs in the country. And Japan has announced to Society 5.0. Adopting Agriculture 4.0 will facilitate adoption of Industry 5.0 and Society 5.0. We have a national digital communication policy which promotes BharatNet connectivity to up to every Gram Panchayat with an internet speed of 1 Gbps, expandable to 10 Gbps. And from there, Wi-Fi hub to give, upload and download heavy, packages information through through gram net and Jan Wi-Fi. It's very important. Through another technology called PM Warning, Prime Minister's Wi-Fi Access Network interface. There are also many schemes available under MSME schemes for agriculture, and this has to be utilized at the grassroots level. And there are a lot of untapped potential, which we have to bring it out, bring smallholder producer at the heart of what they co-create, so that market solutions become a force for economic and social gains for people and their communities. And cassava farmers lie in this category. Soviet Institute of Engineering and Technology, popularly known as Soviet Deemed University Meerut, is working on various agriculture commodity value chain in the country. Our aim is one agriculture commodity value chain in every district. We are in fisheries informatics network value chain, health informatics network value chain, jackfruit informatics network value chain, spices informatics network value chain, dairy informatics network value chain, banana informatics network value chain, and so on and so forth. And small enterprises in agriculture and micro enterprises in agriculture include farmers, farmer produce organization, cooperative societies, self-help groups, traders, aggregators, retailers. Out of 63 million MSMEs, it is estimated about 3 million are MSMEs in agriculture sector. They need to be digitalized. It's very important. And 2.5 lakh agri-tech startup, one per each gram panchayat, to facilitate digital transformation of 14.5 crore operational farm holdings in India. And it is very important, establish startups, establish agri-MSMEs, facilitate entrepreneurs to join with ideas, and universities and institutions to provide required platform and tools, including research, to translate their ideas into solutions and products for implementation, and Krishi Vigyan Kendras as mentor institution for startups and networking with agricultural universities and other research institutions for transferring developed technologies to farmers. Needed to tie up with the technology companies. These are all the recommendation on of the national webinar on post COVID-19 Sustainable Uttar Pradesh 2025, organized by the Soviet Deemed University Meerut and Indian Institute of Management Lucknow on 27th June 2020. Farm extension will go for large scale, expansion, and today it is only technology transfer, but it needs to go for all aspects of farm extension. We call it as farm extension 4.0, and it will take care of promote good agriculture practices and natural resource management and water and land management, and so on and so forth. And we are also now looking into the relevance of agricultural informatics research and development ecosystem. That's why the Soviet Institute of Engineering and Technology is the first private university to establish 5 centers of excellence to promote technology in agriculture rural development sector. And we also launched MTech in agricultural informatics, MBA in agribusiness management, MTech in informatics and e-governance, MBA in industry 4.0, and MSc in health informatics and computing. And these are all essential to promote smart and collaborative agriculture, which are the way of our the future. Digital technology in agriculture includes database technology, big data technology, decision support systems, Wi-Fi web technology, and artificial intelligence, language computing, remote sensing, 3D printing, blockchain technology, social media technology, cloud computing, and so on and so forth. India will go from data poor to data rich nation in 5 years. And AI design pathways are necessary. AI design pathways are necessary in farm management. It is a system of systems. And from agriculture 1.0 to agriculture 2.0, agriculture 3.0 to agriculture 4.0, strengthening cassava value chain through product diversification, a basic diet for over half a billion people in the world. Cassava flour contains a notable amount of vitamins like potassium, vitamin C, calcium, vitamin A, folate, magnesium, and iron, all of which contribute to a healthy diet and digestive systems. One cup of 1 cup serving of cooked cassava contains many nutrient values, calories, protein, fat, carbohydrates, fiber, vitamin C, copper, folate, and potassium. Cassava is the third largest source of food carbohydrates in the tropics and semi-tropics after rice and maize. Cassava is a major staple food in the developing world, providing a basic diet to over half a billion people. It is one of the most drought tolerant crops capable of growing on marginal soil. Nigeria is the world's largest producer of cassava, while Thailand is the largest exporter of cassava starch. Cassava must be properly prepared before consumption, as improper preparation can leave enough residual cyanide to cause cyanide poisoning. Is the most important starchy root crop grown in the tropics and is mainly cultivated in southern peninsular India, in southern peninsular India. Introduced during 17th century by Portuguese when they landed from Brazil, this crop played a significant role to overcome food shortage among the low-income group of people in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and so on so forth, other states. Cassava cultivation in India mostly confined to Kerala, Tamil Nadu, as well Andhra Pradesh, and hill, hill region. Underground tuber is rich in starch, mainly consumed after cooking. Products proposed processed products like chips, sago, vermicelli made of tapioca are also popular in the country. Being easily digestible, it forms an important ingredient in poultry and cattle feeds. It is also widely used for production of industrial alcohol, starch, and glucose. And most of the crop improvement works on cassava are done at the Indian Premier Research Institution of Indian Council of Research, Agriculture Research, Central Tuber Crops Research Institute, popularly known as CTCRI, Trivandrum. According to the reports from the CTCRI in 2006, it talks about SWOT analysis. Although the cassava is cultivated in 13 states of India, major production is reported from Kerala and Tamil Nadu. It talks about 6 strength, 6 weakness, and 4 opportunities and 3 threats. In the weakness is that cassava is not given due recognition in agricultural development policies of the government, lack of extension programs, lack of organized marketing, disproportionate increase in the labor wage and root price, lack of information base, and poor resource base, and lot of opportunities, role in food security, scope for area expansion, product diversification, and suitability for use in various cropping systems. It has its strength, potential to produce a large amount of food per unit area, excellent adaptability to a wide range of ecosystems, relatively free from pests and diseases, strong cassava research base available, strong technology base available, capability in providing food security and contributing towards livelihood. Threats: decline in area, products, price competitiveness, and competition from other exporting countries. And this is an area is very important. Today's topic is very relevant for to looking into the SWOT analysis done by CTCRI in 2006. And this is very important. And there are a lot of value added products are possible. It can generate lot of startups can come, with respect to value-added products, be it sago, tapioca flour, rava, chips, pappers, noodles, wafers, biscuits, pasta products, and gear, and and vadagam. We normally say in cassava farming in hills transformed the lives of tribals in India. It is a report published in Krishi Jagran on 16th February 2022. And root and tuber crops act as an insurance crops and safety shields against natural disaster. These groups of crops provide greater potential to combat long-term poverty, food and nutrition security, its commercial value, and its role in the household food security and poverty alleviation were long back recognized in many parts of our country, and tribal population in India depends mainly on the on the tuber crops for their livelihood. And ICR, Central Tuber Crops Research Institute, has got its vision, root and tubers for ensuring better health, wealth generation, and inclusive growth. That is its vision. And its mission is to integrate root and tuber crops as sustainable farming system components to ensure food and nutritional security of the nation and livelihood improvement of rural population. It is very important, in the era of doubling farmers' income by 2022 and beyond. And it has got its own mandate, and it coordinates research and validation of technologies through All India Coordinated Research Project and tuber crops. Above all, in digital technology adoption in tuber crops, the Central Tuber Crops Research Institute has recently developed and announced that a device that is called e-crop, an IoT device for smart farming, which has been developed by these research institutes. This simulates e-crop simulates crop growth in real time based on weather, soil moisture, and nutrient status, and calculates nutrient and water requirements, and also generates an agro advisory for the crop on daily time scale. This is very important to be replicated in all tribal area where this cassava is being cultivated. Research into cassava, a promising crop under climate change, in another article which was published on 13th February 2024 in Applied Ecology. And it is a hugely promising crop under climate change, as it can keep producing food under drought conditions when other major crops cannot. Very important. Several international authorities on cassava farming, such as International Center for Tropical Agriculture, International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, and UN Food and Agriculture Organization, have been prioritizing and leading cassava research, but large knowledge gaps remain, and identifying and filling these will be key to optimizing sustainable cassava production and creating climate resilient farming systems. It talks about a systematic map of cassava agriculture. And it also another article which talks about cassava, an insurance crop as well as food security crop in the near future. Cassava Development Authority, an Indo-Swedish initiative, provides turnkey solutions of starch-based plant, machinery, and services to clients requiring long-range business planning, technological economic evaluations for commercial development of cassava-based starch to sugar and alcohol manufacturing units, connecting farming communities to cassava and advanced starch processing technology, improving livelihoods. It also compares crop analysis with respect to sugarcane and the cassava plant. It talks about plant locations, harvesting, yield, recovery rate, water usage, pollutants, processing plant installation, government intervention, and processing stability. So it means that Sugarcane farmers can even shift to the cassava planting. It's very important. And it says that the recovery rate in sugarcane is 11 to 25%, 11.25%, but in cassava it is 38% in recovery rate. So now, with this introduction, let us return to the address by Dr. C. Jayaprakash, former principal scientist and head ICAR Central Tuber Crops Research Institute, Trivandrum, and visiting professor, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam, Kerala State, on the very important topic, strengthening cassava value chain through product diversification, a basic diet over 500,000,000 people in the world. Today's topic will motivate and galvanize the participants watching over telecast through facebook.com, Sobit University India, youtube.com/Sobit University in or linkedin.com/company/Sobit University for establishing digital agriculture startup Cassava value chain, facilitating agriculture and rural transformation in India. And let us unlock the potential in rural India at the earliest. Let me introduce the guest speaker, Mr. Manish. Mr. Manish, can you put the profile? Professor Dr. C.A. Jayaprakash. He is a former principal scientist and head ICAR Central Tuber Crops Research Institute, Thiruvananthapuram, and visiting professor, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam, Kerala State, India, and adjunct faculty, Government College of Engineering, Thiruvananthapuram. Professor C.A. Jayaprakash has more than 35 years of rich research experience in insect and pest management, has a national patent, research guide for 8 PhD students, more than 130 research publications, national and international. Has also generated technology in biopesticides, bio-CNG, and bioelectricity, undertaken many external aided projects from various funding agencies like ICAR fund, you know, KSCST, Government of Kerala, LSRB, DRDO, NATP, NATPPS, RKBY, BARC, and DST. Professor Jayaprakash has visited in connection with research many countries such as Thailand, Laopedia, Saudi Arabia, Ghana, South America, Bosnia, China, Germany, Canada, and Spain. He is the fellow of Kerala Science Academy, PhD guide at the University of Kerala and University of Kannur, former member Executive Council, Central University of Kerala, Kasaragod, and former member Expert Committee, DST, and he has been advisor subject expert to UPSC, Government of India. Professor C. Jayaprakash received many awards in recognition of his meritorious contribution, which includes P.J. Trust Award for Natural Hygiene 2024, Mahatma Gandhi University Innovation Award 2023, Excellence Award 2022, Farm Journalist Forum Innovation Award 2022, Harita Award 2018, Best Scientist Award Kerala Farm Journalist Forum 2015, and Karma Shrestha Award 2013, Swadeshi Innovation Award 2012, and Bodhananda Research Foundation Award 2011, and Lions Club Eminent Scientist Award 2011. With this, I would like to invite Professor Dr. C.A. Jayaprakash. Over to you for your address in the international webinar series on open source digital technology for self-reliant India. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Good morning to everybody. And you have given a very good picture about what is cassava, what is the importance and nutritional value, etc., etc. So what I'm going to speak here is something different. So far, cassava has been using as a food crop. So there are a lot of ways after harvest, particularly I'm talking about India, other countries, the leaf are also edible. Cassava leaf is also edible. It's a high protein, rich protein, and also highly nutritious. But due to the presence of a very toxic principle that is called cyanogen, they are usually not using as edible. But what we have done here, we have isolated the active principle, the toxic principle, and converted into different products that I'm going to speak today now. I'm not going to speak about the edible things what has been formulated from the root. Rather than I'm going to talk about the bio waste accumulated after harvest, that waste how best we can utilize as wealth. As regard to the cassava, it is not confined to our country alone. It is a crop. You can see over 150 countries across the world, particularly the tropical countries. But in India, if you just consider it, the 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 major share is from Tamil Nadu, almost 51.8% from Tamil Nadu, followed by Kerala. I told you about the cassava after harvest. There are a lot of waste. The waste, if you just calculate, and cassava is in fact it's a cyanogenic plant. The cyanogen is the toxic principle present in that one. Cyanogen is not that it is not potassium, but it's HCl only. There are over 3,000 plants, including your apple or bamboo or siamese, have got the same principle, and that is we have isolated, made different products out of it. At the time of harvest, what we require this term for as a multiplication plant material, but other part, the waste, if you just calculate, it is 5 to 7 tons per hectare. That much foliage, that much waste as far as the leaf is concerned, 5 to 7 tons of hectare. That's a big pure waste. Sometimes, of course, sometimes we rarely use as animal feed after removing the toxic principle. So as in the case of tuber also, the tuber peel, which comes around 10 to 15% is also often a waste. And you can see here the cassava factory, there are numerous cassava factories in particularly southern India, where they utilize only the tuber, but the shoot and the tuberlines are sheer waste. So this is actually what we have done. This is the mechanism in that one cassava. The cyanogen is being produced from its precursor molecules called linamarin and lotostralin. The linamarin and
Professor
lotostralin
Jayaprakas, can you
actively.
go slowly? Professor Jayaprakas, can you go slowly? You are going at high speed.
Sure, sir. So the basic molecule, the toxic molecule is cyanogen. Its precursor molecules are linamarin and lotostralin. These linamarin and lotostralin ultimately form cyanogen. That cyanogen is the toxic one. That is, we converted into wealth. We have developed an extraction plant with the help of ISRO. ISRO, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, Trivandrum. With their help, we fabricated one machinery. In fact, this is the preliminary one. This is the first generation one. Now we have the third generation for the commercial scale production of or extraction of the bioactive principles from cassava and its conversion into different pesticides. And this technology we got patent. And now what we have done,
No,
that this is the diversification from the waste. I'm talking about waste alone. First, we have done the biopesticide, followed by biofumigant for the godowns, warehouses, space. To control those space, we can use, because at present there is a dearth of chemicals. All the chemicals, for example, methyl bromide, ethyl bromide, then phosphine, etc., are almost banned due to their impacts on ozone layer. So we in the world there is a global drive for some organic molecule to control the pest both in the field as well as in the godown or warehouse. Here only our contribution as biofumigant, and ultimately once the active principle is isolated, again the waste comes. The waste we again fortified by adding. Otherwise, as such, we can use it as a biofertilizer, or we fortified by adding required nutrient, as well as we found from CTCRA experiment, we found this is the best medium to culture trichoderma to enhance the nutritional this one. And also what we've done, the cassava I told about, the linamarin and lotostralin, which are responsible for producing the cyanogen. Those molecule has got very good anti-cancer properties. And seeing this one, now the Israeli one company has approached us for this technology because they already made drugs out of this drugs by using the active principle like linamarin. But linamarin, they are getting pure molecule, but they are abundant in cassava, which will be able to extract by using the machinery we developed. Then the formulations what we did is acting as a mosquito site to control the mosquito larvae regulars. Wherever the stagnant water is there, the larvae are there. That larva can be controlled. This is on an initial study we did it, but the study has got some award also. My student only did it. Of course, then the simi side means control of bed bug. When I was in Germany, I was asked one professor, is it possible to control bed bug by using your active principle? Immediately we did one experiment, and initial experiment proves that yes, this has a particular formulation. Everywhere the formulation changes, we will be able to make a formulation out of it to control the bed bugs, because bed bug is a major problem, particularly in Middle East. I learned from there only. And as you're aware, cassava is a treasure house of protein merely. There are almost 30% of private basis, 30% of protein. But due to the presence of the anti-nutrient factor like cyanogen, this protein we are not in a position to harvest it. But now, after removing the active principle, that cyanogen part, now we'll be able to isolate this protein out of that one. That also be standardized. And these are all my PhD students' thesis work, all thesis work. And of late, one of my students, he developed a veterinary medicine out of it. The cyanogen is a very volatile nature, and he made one formulation to control the ectoparasites of pet animals. This you have done it, and later we realized after extraction of all the materials, this is a lignocellulosic compound. Lignin mainly cellulose and hemicellulose compound. So ultimately, this forms a extraction of all the active principle from here, and later we'll found yes, this is only lignocellulose compound that we are using as a biofertilizer. But is it possible to convert that into biomethane? So that is not an easy task unless until we go for a pre-treatment. I'll come to that side, pre-treatment. So if we have a best pre-treatment, best technique for conversion of the lignocellulose molecule into methane, that will be an added advantage to extract methane from such plants. Usually it takes 30 to 40 days to release the methane from the lignocellulose compound. But we developed a technology by which within 26 to 30 hours, the methane could be extracted out. From the methane, then that we compress in the form of a LPG cylinder, we compress in a portable cylinder. Now, my laboratory, we are using cassava, the fumes, cassava, the methane, biomethane, cassava, bio-CNG as a fuel. And of late, we converted the bio-CNG into bioelectricity. Now, this work is advancing well. And I'll come to next one. And you can see here, these are the 3 biopesticides which we developed from cassava leaf, which we arbitrarily given the name Nanma, Nenma, and Shreya. This is, if you just search the Google, you will get umpteen number of references with regard to these biopesticides. These biopesticides are using there are a lot of demands for this technology, not only from India, but from abroad too. So let us see this biopesticide against what are the pests generally we use. One is mainly borer pest. You can see here, as far as banana is concerned, The major threat, the nightmare of the farmer is two main pests that is called rhizome weevil and pseudostem weevil. When these two pests attack the crop, that will be the end of the crop. So we have my students. I have given this rhizome weevil to one student for research and pseudostem weevil to another research to other student. Rhizome weevil you can see only in the pseudostem. It can never go. It can never goes to the root zone. Both are looking alike, but pseudostem people can see only the pseudostem, not cannot go into the rhizome underground. But in the case of rhizome people, it is restricted only in the rhizome, though it looks alike. And we have done how to identify this one by using scanning electron microscopy, and we all these things you have done it. Then this is the pseudostem weevil. And pseudostem weevil, what we did in the biology we studied, and we found that so once the egg is deposited, the infestation, you can see some symptoms like exudation from the pseudostem. So once the exudation started, that indicates about the infestation level. Then it takes another 30 days to complete its life cycle and come back as its adult. By the time the crop will be completely damaged, you can see here this infestation, the crop will be completely damaged. It is totally gone. So what we have done first, we have developed a biopesticide against that one. We have isolated certain chemicals from the plant to know what are the chemo signals, chemicals attracting the pest. So once you are able to know that fact, it will be easy to make either a trap or a repellent like that. And we collected its extract from the plant and extracted in different solvents, both solar to polar to non-polar. And our study reveals that yes, certain chemicals are responsible for its attraction, that we analyzed by using electroimmunogram and other studies. And we found that there are a group of bacteria lodging the axial region of the plants. At one stage, it releases a metabolite, a chemical outside that is responsible for attracting the pest. So now we realize what it is, and accordingly we developed a biopesticide that is arbitrarily we given the name Nanma. Nanma, now if you spray in the field, it will ward off. It will not attack the plant. Almost 98%, 96% control we can get by using this one. This trial we have extensively done in Kerala and also adjoining state. We have done this one. Now, so once it is infested, the larva will be inside, but there is a symptom of that one, some exudation, some oozing out you can see here. So once if you find such symptom, Nanma application will not give any effect because Nanma is not a systemic one. If it is systemic one, that will definitely deposit your food also. So that is advantage, it's not a systemic one. But we have developed another biopesticide exclusively from cassava leaf that we have given the arbitrary name Manma. If you chase, farmers used to inject different types of very toxic chemical insecticide. But if you just inject our biopesticide, you can see here the farmers feel that you can save the plant from the infestation by this particular plant. And also we have developed a gadget, a syringe, modified syringe to discharge this biopesticide. You can see here, before treatment, you can see the oozing out. Within 24 hours, it is completely, completely gone. That one you can see here. Then the same border, same type of border. You can see that red palm weevil is a similar type of pest infesting on coconut and date palm. This also very effectively we can control. This is a demonstration we have done in CPCRA Kayangulam. Very effectively can control, and this is a living example. This is our director's PA's house. In his house, the plant, the coconut palm was lost about to lose because of this infestation, where he applied a biopesticide, and you can see
Dr.
the
Jayaprakash, Dr.
yes, sir.
Jayaprakash,
Yeah,
can you go to that 2 slides before that coconut one? You quickly, okay, but let the people also see it. Those who are, from the next
yeah.
slide onwards. Next slide onwards.
Yeah, this is the symptom of infestation, oozing. So that area, if you give injection, immediately the pest, the larva will be killed, and it cannot exudate. It cannot produce the exudate saliva. That is that one. Okay, and this is the yeah, and we reach up to here. Now the plant looks like this because of our treatment, and the same thing we have taken into. I was invited by King Abdullah University of Science and Technology some 10 years back, because there is a major pest in all the date palm growing countries, Arab countries, Middle East region. How to control this pest is a big challenge, and I visited that area, and there was a yeah then after that the people they asked me to be there for a research work. This is the letter I got from King Saud University for a collaborative work. Would you please load the other one? Second step. This is over
Yeah,
now. Next one, please.
yeah. Mr. Manish, can you put it, and please give your approval for uploading the third file. You have to, Mr. Manish is not able to download your file. You have to,
Is it so?
your file 3, he is not able
Yeah.
to download because you have to give your approval.
Didn't come anything
Allow
here.
you to download. You go to your Gmail and do that.
Okay.
I'll ask Mr. Manish. Can you put the second slides?
Doing, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So these maybe I'll talk about it. So any sort of borer paste, the advantage of this one is this is highly volatile in nature. So when that is why this is a disadvantage is that the active principle isolated from cassava, what we formulated, one formulation can never be used as as a spraying agent, because it is highly volatile in nature. It cannot. Okay, now these are against sucking paste. Is uploaded. Okay, it is now what we have done. Are we able to make a new formulation for the management of sucking pest? That was our next interest. It's not moving. It's not moving. That was our next interest. Okay, and you know that mealybug is a major problem. It's not moving. Not moving. Mealybug is a major problem everywhere, almost all the plants. And when we visited, particularly in Tamil Nadu area, is it moving? Yeah. When we visited Tamil Nadu area, what we realized, what we got the information is any type of insecticide when we apply to manage the mealybug, it's a big failure. What was the reason? So I asked my student. So mealybug infestation is there means it produces a substance over that is we call mealy substance. So I asked them to we have to do the paste which is produced in the larval stages, which is producing the mealy substance. We have to find out its chemistry and its structure. So once we are able to recognize it, analyze it, then it will be easy to produce its antidote. So what you can see here is this is the scanning electron microscope view of the extract external covering of the larval stage. So after once it is the adult, once the egg is hatched, the young one comes out. The young one will be crawling around the plant, and at one stage, after 5 to 6 days, it is settled somewhere, started producing the substance, the mealy substance. So once it is covered with the mealy substance, then controlling this pest by means of the available pesticide is a failure, because the chemical structure is so like that. No, the such chemical will not penetrate into that one. Actually, the larva is inside this one. So chemical should able to dissolve or penetrate or dissolve or split this armor, this shield. Then it has to reach inside. Unfortunately, the chemicals which we tried did not find that quality. That is why, after studying, next one please, next one. After studying all its chemistry, we developed another pesticide. Are you able to move it? We able to produce another biopesticides, which we have given the
You
name
can tell
Shreya.
him next. You can tell him next. Then he will move it.
No, it's not coming here. Next, I told it, next.
Mister, just let me talk to you.
It's not moving. It's not moving here. He can operate from the next one. Okay, if you can. So that is Shreya. Now what will happen when we apply next one again? Next one. When we apply this Shreya, what will happen? The chemical present in that one will completely dissolve this substance. Yeah, you can see here. You see how strong it is. Its outer shell is how strong it is. Scanning electron microscope view only shows how strong it is. So what is essential is the chemical should able to dissolve this. Next one please. Dissolve this and expose the larvae out. So that way only we develop our biopesticides. And now the biopesticide, when we apply, that can very well control this pest. And this is using, next one please. And this is using against all type of sucking pests, not only for cassava but for all the tropical, all the horticultural crops. Are you able to move it? No. Yeah. These are the three biopesticides. Yeah, these are the chemistry what we've done it. Yeah, move immediately. These are the chemistry what we've done it to study the, yes. Next one, what is the material? What is the chemical composition? Yeah, then this is the biopesticide we developed. That's called Shreya. We developed. Now you Shreya, you apply it. Next one, please. Shreya, once we apply it, next one, please. Apply it. That can able to kill the pest. You can see here that whether these three or the three chemicals, one disadvantage is that those chemical can kill all the stages but not the egg, because egg has got a strong cover over that one, and no chemical can enter into those one. So there is a stuck up here. So what to do to control this one? And later we realize, okay, just wait for 5 days so that the egg will hatch out, the colonies will come out. That time you apply one more manma, so that this can be very well controlled by using two spray. One is immediately after infestation, second one is 10 days after the first application. Next one please. Next one please. Application. So this is now very effectively being used many places by many farmers and getting very good control over that one. Next one please. Okay, then now here you can see that one. This is a mealybug infested on the cassava leaf. Cassava leaf. So after application of our biopesticides, the stages will be exposed. At this stage, it cannot leave. That is the beauty of this one. Next one, please. So this mealybug, since mealybug is a major pest of many horticultural crop, the biopesticide can very effectively be used for managing this type of pest. Next one, please. And pest. And this can also be used against scale insect. To certain extent, it is against mite, etc., etc. In every case, the only thing is that we may have to change this concentration. We may have to change the formulation as well. This is the Shreya biopesticides. So these are the three biopesticides which we prepared from cassava leaf, which is usually thrown as a waste. And this technology has got many takers now, both within the country as well as abroad. Now I'll just speak about that one. Now, once this active principle is isolated, I told about there are deposits, there are again wastes. Those wastes are lignocellulosic. Those lignocellulosic compound are, as yeah, this is cassava. You can see here after treatment that is completely exposed, completely exposed. So, yeah, now you can see here. You see after treatment completely got the mealybugs. This is my student that was his work. Okay, now. And now what we did, so once we are preparing this biopesticide by using the active principle isolated from here, remaining waste, I told about that lignocellulosic compound, and lignocellulosic compound, you know that is in, are they able to produce bio-CNG out of it or methane out of it? That was our lookout. So as you're aware, the starch is it's a polymer of sugar, that is sucrose. I mean glucose. Glucose are linked together to form starch. Yes, this is, you can see here. This is effective against aphids also. Aphids of the biopesticide. Okay, come back. And the sugar is responsible for, yeah, this is aphids. We have done a work against the mustard aphids in Uti by using our biopesticide, giving very good. So next one is and come back to the biogas, bio-CNG, the waste, the from that the glucose has to be knocked out. Yes, this is against ficus. This is a thrips infested one. So once thrips is infested, the leaf will be folded and thrips is inside. Where we applied our biopesticide, you can see here, this is completely gone after treatment. Next one, please. And please, it one, please. And the coming back to the yeah, this is after treatment, before treatment. You can see the difference here, both after and before treatment. And this is recent last year. Last year, there was last February, there was a TV news from Andhra that their chili garden was totally infested with one black thrips. It was unable to control, but they got very good control by using our pesticide. So they have taken large quantities from here. Yeah, that's about it. Now regarding okay, these products we have developed for field pest. Next one, please. Field pest only. These products we developed for field pest only. But the biopesticide can never be used against storage pest, because the field pest what we are adding in that is water alone. So water can never be used in storage. That will invite the fungus. This is a work what we have done in FCA Godown in Trivandrum under a project sanctioned by DRDO. And from here, this the next one, from this we learned, if we are able to isolate the active principle, so the active principle, and compress it in the form of a cylinder, that we can release into the godowns. So yeah, this is the machinery what we developed for converting the active principle. Next one, please. Converting the active principle, and this is cyanogen. This is a plant origin now. I was in Germany for one symposium. Next one, please. Symposium. So there is a Russian company. They are using pure cyanogen to, next one, please. Yeah, this is the this active principle now we stored in the portable cylinders. Now this also KG students work. Now this you can directly release into the godowns. Okay, next one. And this is the one international workshop was in Germany. I guess Germany. In that place, There is one company that's called, the company is producing blue fumes like HCN. Directly they're collecting the chemical HCN, they're collecting and they're fumigating the godowns. And at last the presenter, he told, now we have a plan to isolate the same from cassava. Next one please, cassava. In fact, we already isolated, purified, and compressed till that state has come. This is a max, a very, very, very big company. This is an international company. They are even supplying the cyanogen to India too. And when I discussed about the technology we developed, next one please, developed, they are now approaching us. They have sent a letter to us asking for our technology. This is also from cassava leaf, which usually we are thrown, you used to throw as a waste. Okay, that's about our biopesticide and the things. Will come back to the biogas out of it, what I told. After that, this is the company, what I told about Dasloska company. They wrote me a letter because they are using pure cyanogen, but since cassava has got that much potential, they need our technology like that. They sent one letter to me. Okay, after completion of this thing, I was talking about the now the bio CNG. This is one part. Next part is our bio CNG and others. So the gas after this one, now my aim was to knock out the sugar molecule from the lignocellulose compound and convert the sugar molecule into biogas. In search of this, I visited IIT Delhi. From there, I learned some technique. I came back. I got a project of BRC Baba Research Center. Under that, we developed. Yeah, this is Australian company. Next one, Australian company. They are producing this. I did cyanide. Okay, I came back and we developed this the bio CNG. Cassava, it's amazing for us that one. Usual case, leaf will not immediately release the gas. If you put any leaf into the biogas plant, it will not release any gas, particularly cassava, because cassava is a cyanogenic plant. Yeah, this is what I have to say about the simi side controlling the. I told you now it can control the bed bug also. This is what I was asked when I was in Germany. Is it possible to control your bioactive principle against mosquito, I mean bed bug? Mediated from the Germany itself, I asked my students to collect it from the one hospital. They collected from one place. They collected the one. This is a contact one, and we found yes, this can also able to kill the bed bug. And recently we got a phone call from even London also. They want a technology for this one. Technology for this one. Then, yeah, next one is some ectoparasites. What we did, we did it ectoparasites. Next one, please. Ectoparasites. This is the pet animal has got different types of ectoparasites. Those ectoparasites are one of my students' PhD work developed a molecule, developed a formulation to control this one. These are the biopes aspects what we did it, and yeah, you can see here. This is a the pigeon. Pigeon has got many ectoplasm. This is pseudolingus canariensis. One ectoparasite is a very dangerous ectoparasite. Next one, ectoparasites, and there are pigeon clubs. All these people, what they use. This is my students' laboratory culture room, is PhD work culture room, and that's what he, yeah. These are the collections what he has, and we developed a formulation to control this one. And the formulation later we have handed over to the Kerala Veterinary University for its further validation. That is the stage of that one. So like that, there are umpteen chances other than using as, yeah, you can see here the farmer, the fellow, this fellow, this is his dog that was completely infested by this ectoparasite pseudolingus. This is the ectoparasite, and he used all the chemicals. In spite of that, there was no proper control, but we did it. And of late, ultimately, we made the biofertilizer in the form of briquette. Now the biofertilizer, if you apply in the field, usually this particular plant used to flowering once in a year. But when we applied our biofertilizer, its blooming was twice, and because this has got high water holding capacity than carrying a lot of micronutrients. So these are the words of that one. And also from the waste, we could able to produce bio CNG, we could produce bioelectricity out of that. Now from 1 hectare, if you plant 1 hectare, if you can plant, from there we will get 51 kilogram of methane. That is as equivalent to 51 kilogram of methane. Such a highly productive it is. Thus, cassava and also the liniment, what I told about, the liniment has got immense potential to control the cancer cells. And this work, the Hebrew University have done it, and they found even it is effective against virus. That time it was corona was very much prevalent here. So since he told, I have given these to the Rajavan Center for Biotechnology to test against virus, but we could not do it. But the same fellow, the Hebrew University, they intimated us this liniment has got antiviral property also. Why I doubted so is CTCRI we have almost 1,500 J plasm collections, all these collections. So we were extracting the active principles and we were screening the plants which plant has got more the active principle, and we found that there are, this cassava mosaic disease is a common one in cassava tapioca. That is a viral disease, and some few varieties which we release are totally from cassava, this viral disease. So when we extracted the active principle in different plants, what we observed is the plant which are resistant to virus, they are able to produce more active principle. That means there is a positive correlation. So that means the active principle has got an inhibitory power to the virus. That is why I have taken this to virologists, but I could not do it. Meanwhile, I got the message from the Israel Hebrew University that this chemical has got effect not only to suppress the cancer cells, but also the virus, particularly the Delta strain of corona. So like that, there are umpteen other opportunities for this crop, and ultimately what and other my PhD student what she did it. Okay, suppose if you are using all the biopesticides, if you spray the biopesticides, its runoff will be there in the water stream. So does it affect the fish and other aquatic animals? So she did her work in the case of she did her work impact of these insecticides on fish with a comparison with the chemical insecticide available in the market. And we found it is absolutely free, absolutely safe compared to all the insecticides available in the market. So, just in nutshell, what I wanted to say, this cassava plant, what we have been looking till date for its tuber, but this has got immense potential to extract the bioactive principle, and to immense potential other field also, including bioenergy and pharmaceuticals. Thank you very much the opportunity you have given. I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Jayaprakash, Mr.
Yeah.
Jayaprakash, you have to give permission for the third file so that he can. You please give permission for access.
So I'm unable to see that one. I've seen that one. No, it's not
No,
here.
you please send once again, and it
Ah,
will see. You send it through Google Doc, Google one. No, that.
yes, yeah.
And it will ask that whether you would like to accept or not. So you have to say yes. Those who are
I said like that only. I'll see once again. I'll do once again.
okay.
I-
Okay.
I'll do once again. So meanwhile, any clarification, anything if you
Yeah.
want, you
Okay.
can.
Fine. Yeah, fine.
Uh,
It's very nice that you can come out
because
from the presentation. You can come out from the presentation. Then later, when it comes, you
okay.
can get on to that. Okay. It's very nice that,
Okay.
and
No,
let.
no, I don't have any presentation here. The presentation is being controlled from there only. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything, if you want, you can have a chat
Yeah,
now.
just 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
It is uploading now. I just tried once again.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
Google Drive, it is
This part
uploading
will
now.
fill
I'm
up.
sorry, which was happened because there are certain movies also. So it's a pretty big file. It is very interesting to
Yeah, that's
see.
yeah.
And I told you day before yesterday there was a meeting with there was a meeting with the Corporate Development Board. They also wanted to convert the waste in the sense the when you think about the tender coconut, the 90% is a waste. Tender coconut shell and other things, husk and shell. Are we able to I produce bioenergy out of it? That was the discussion before yesterday. And also after that, we had one more discussion with the Travancore Cochin Chemicals. They are also very much interested to take our technologies to diversify their compound. Thus, there is a lot of scope for this one. So far we looked only the tuber. Now what I feel, rather than tuber, my professor Dr. Pidambaran, he said one time will come that people will look into the leaf rather than tuber. What I can do, the cassava is a perennial crop. Usually its expenses is mainly for cultivation. So we need not harvest it. Do not harvest the tuber, harvest the leaf. So we can go for close planting, and every month you can harvest the leaf, and that we can continue for 10 years or 12 years because it's a perennial plant.
No, it is very nice that you are able to throw important light on the importance of this the leaves, other parts of the cassava tree plant. The important is
Yes, sir. Yes,
important
sir.
research which it has been done by the ICAR Premier Institute, Central Tuber Crops Research
Tuber
Institute,
crops.
located Tuber Crops Research, located at Thiruvananthapuram. Today you are given, uh, showcased what is possible, what you achieved it, how you attracted even international
Yes, sir.
institutions to look towards the research which has been done by CTCRI. And as a product, it is, apart from giving food security, and also that, as you rightly said it, I also know that, when we were young, we used to have for breakfast, there's a cassava that, is cook it and eat.
Uh,
And nobody used to bother about the leaves and other things, that, but today you
yeah,
are
yeah,
how you are able to control the pests which are taking place in other horticulture commodities. And it is very important. That's why when you delivered the talk at our the Kadalur program, digital agriculture in Kadalur, and I was quite
yeah.
it was quite impressive in nature and impressed everybody. And both Kerala and Tamil Nadu, and you said it, 13 states are producing cassava. And how
Uh,
it can even, the area expansion has to take place. While preparing the note for this conference, when I looked into the report written by your earlier director of CTCRA, Dr. Edison, in
yeah.
2006. He talked about SWOT analysis about this cassava
Yes, yes, yes.
crop in India, and he said that until unless we look into this, has got this much strength, but it has got its weakness as well as also that opportunities and threat area. If these are three things are looked, totality, I think cassava as a crop, it is very important to be looked into it, and it can bring the farmer, area expansion has to take place. And when I looked into the other component, and which is a cassava development initiative, they also talk about that, how farmers, rather than getting into sugarcane, they should get into cassava plantations, cassava crop. they can get benefit out of it. They don't have to wait for their sugarcane products has to be crushed into the sugar mills and waiting for the payment. This
Yeah.
is another aspect I thought that I should bring it to the notice, because small and marginal farmers are there to get benefit out of the work which has been done by the Central Tuber Crops Research Institute, Thiruvananthapuram, which many of the farmers
Yeah.
do not know. Many of the farmers do not know. That's why after the doubling farmers income by 2022 committee submitted its report, as a farmer technocrat who was involved in formulation of volume 11 and volume 12b, I thought that it is my responsibility to propagate and operationalize the recommendation which I was instrumental. And
Yes, true.
luckily COVID situation came. I took advantages of the lockdown condition of COVID-19, and today it is 115th edition, and African Asian Rural Development Organization also has joined with us to propagate in their 33 member countries, 18 African countries, and 15 Asian countries. And national webinar series on
Yeah.
doubling farmers' income by 2022 and beyond, we have completed 127 editions, different topics. And cassava as a very important value chain. One is that the small and marginal farmers have to be networked. As a value chain, we should network. That's why I would like to request you that through this webinar, we should bring out a cassava value chain informatics network,
True,
and
sir. Absolutely.
network with all the farmers, and we have to undertake capacity building and bring in a lot of rural youths and self-help groups to get into cassava value chain. And wherever it is, and then wherever it is feasible to get the cultivation undertaken, plantation can take place, and we should promote it. And we organizations like yours and the Center for Agricultural Informatics of E-Governance Research Studies of the Soviet Institute of Engineering and Technology, which has taken a premier step in this direction. And cassava value chain, informatics network value chain is very important, and we should take advantage of internet revolution which is taking place, bring in digital technology in cassava crop. I think it is very important. After listening to you, it is very important crop, and it is
Absolutely.
it is a crop for our insurance.
Yeah, sure,
Crop
sir.
risk insurance, and
Yeah.
many commodities products. And your title is very nice, that product diversification. You have looked into only one aspect, that
Yes, sir.
this
Yes.
is the how to control the loss which the not only cassava plant
Yes.
can face.
Improper.
And when the cassava plant has its own, when has its own disease problem, and its own leaves will heal them.
Yes.
you know
Yes. Yes.
it,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
it is a
Yes.
healing process within, and then healing process with outside the situations. And you come out with, and banana, it's a example which you brought it out. It's banana value chain is very important, and banana crops are also have to be saved. And wherever the it is infested with pests and so many other things, you have brought out a good solutions.
Sir,
So
I'm sorry for interrupting. Many
please.
farmers stopped cultivation because of the pest pseudostem weevil. But even Tamil Nadu, one farmer came there with a truck to take truckload of our biopesticide.
No, it is very important. That's why I thought that we should have, it will be a continuous talk, continuous, exercise which we have to undertaken. As the preliminary step, what we should do is that, let there be an MOU between this, Soviet Institute of Engineering Technology, Center for
Ah,
Agricultural Informatics, Econ Research Studies, and also that, with you know, you send a CTCRI, you know, and a scientist like you, it should be, you know, we should bring it out. Cassava value chain informatics network
And
is
so
very important.
one more thing, value addition or diversification. We should not use cassava for any other purpose other than edible purpose. Because tubers we can produce alcohol. That is not nowadays. It's not economically not feasible because tuber as it is very expensive now. That's one thing. Second thing, any food crop converting into the industrial crop that will affect the food security. But here, what we are doing, we are taking only the residue, only the waste. So that way, what to do? People are cultivating cassava leaf now means again we are strengthening the food security. So more and more cassava will be cultivated for the leaf. So naturally, tuber will be there. The tuber is it's a staple food for almost 800 million people in the world.
Yeah, it is very important. And you know, apart from that, it is, when you look at it now, we have to look into small and marginal farmers, empowering them. And also I gave an example of tribal families, tribal communities, and in their area, if the cassava cultivation is you know, strengthened, and their food security is taken care of, and also income security, income generation, and
Yeah.
a complete you know, the product diversion, which diversification which you talked about, can be undertaken. That's why in the smart tribal farming project initiative which we have taken now, even in Vayana in Kerala, we have taken Wayanad district 10 tribal panchayat,
Yeah.
and I'll be very happy that I will also include you in the WhatsApp group. Professor Pitamparan is an advisor to that project. We
Yeah.
undertaken through
Thank you, sir.
Rasta
Thank you.
NGO, and I'll be very happy that if you can give a project proposal to be included in the Wayanad pilot project on smart tribal farming.
Sure, sir.
and
Sure, we can give.
and we identified a lot of agriculture commodity value chain, and what you know, this is very important to be undertaken under smart tribal farming
Yeah,
in
sure, sir.
every
Sure.
state except Punjab and Haryana, where tribal populations are not there. We initiated a pilot project in a cluster of 10 to 15 tribal villages, so
Yeah, sir.
that after operationalization, this can be scaled up to remaining tribal villages. India has got 1,42,000 tribal villages, and our
Yeah.
honorable prime minister announced that by 2047 India will become Vikshis Bharat, developed by India. And I would like to see to that 1,42,000 tribal villages are also part of that, which is Bharat, developed India, and through agriculture. That is very important. And one commodity alone, you have shown a complete light, a developmental light, development tunnel, and like that, many commodities. And I think I initiate such discussion with every ICAR institution. Many things will come out. I hope so, that because this much tremendous potential is available with each ICAR institution. And you know, and I'm right in saying so. And this is very important. And you know, I would like to, you know, request you to, after I summarize some of the main points which we
Sure,
have
sir.
talked about
Sure.
it, and I would like you to give some action plan that we
Sure,
should
sir. Sure,
follow
sir.
it up.
Sir,
Because
my request is that my submission is that we have to know other than traditional way. See, cassava tuber is available. People used to eat this thing that. What science is that one? So something different. What we did is an innovative one. The last week presentation, professor from NI, what was his name? I forgot his name. The bio who presented the paper on the bioenergy. Rohit.
Professor Nitin Gupte.
Professor Nitin. Professor Nitin, that night we had almost 1 hour discussion about this because in North, what they are using this now napier grass or elephant grass exclusively for the production of bio CNG. So that grass they're cultivating exclusive to this one part. There also they are getting only 48% methane. But cassava, in spite of extracting everything, ultimately the waste give 51% more than that. That it is a waste. So he asked, he wanted to cultivate, he wanted to have some large cultivation in that area. So what number one. Number two, as far as the North Indians are concerned, this sago is very important for those people. Weekly twice they used to take some what you call some fasting. That time they take only sago. Sago is nothing but a cassava product only, cassava starch only, sago. So there is a big potential in that area also. Now we have to focus tuber as well as leaf, root and shoot with the same impact, same the importance you should give.
I will request you. I will, we have initiated this pilot project in many states under the smart tribal farming.
Yeah.
Apart from the 13 states where cassava is being growing, and in that state also, let us see that how to increase the production of cassava and value addition and so on and so forth. That has to be looked into it. And in the states like Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Bangalore, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and northeastern
It is,
states.
it is coming up now well in the northeast also.
So
Northeast also. Northeast also.
bring out an appropriate research article publication
Oh,
based
yes,
on
sir.
today's webinar, that because digital technology and agriculture commodity, brings it to large scale, understanding, and it will reach more sections of the community. And our
Sir,
interest through this webinar is that how to bring in small and marginal farmers who got less than 2 hectares of land, how to bring in such crops which have got both commercial as well as also food security, and also takes care of a lot of biopesticides and biofertilizer, and
bioenergy. Bioenergy.
creating wealth from the waste.
Sir, this
So this
is
is one commodity which is
I
very
asked Professor
important.
Rohit. Sir, I asked Professor Rohit. They need 300 tons of this napier grass. I told him, where are you getting? They said this is a cluster, farmers cluster. So as you said, less than 2 hectares. Yes, we can make a cluster of farmers. From there, we can collect it. We need not cultivate 60 hectares at a stretch. Rather, we can farmers cluster those who have less than 2 hectare or 1 hectare. From there, we can collect the leaf, and there we can establish one machinery. Even Tamil Nadu
Yeah,
government is
we
supporting
will
that
do
work.
that. I'll be very happy, Dr. Jayaprakash, if you can give a project proposal note to
Yes,
be
sir. Yes, sir.
included in smart tribal farming.
Mm.
We have initiated a cluster of 10 to 15 tribal villages.
Yes,
And in
sir.
Wayanad district, the tobacco is being, cassava is being grown. So it will be very nice that, and let us start with a small beginning in this project initiative.
Sir, one more
And
thing, sir. Sir, one more thing, sir. Government of India has got enough fund to for development of NEH Northeast. So you must be knowing it, sir. This Nagaland University Vice Chancellor has given a special request to DG ICAR to establish a unit of biopesticide from cassava leaf.
no, you
Nagaland
find,
University Vice Chancellor.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can, in totality, I tell you that under the smart tribal farming,
Yeah.
cassava informatics network value chain,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
let us put it. And we have now in the northeast, we have initiated two pilot project, one in Kamrup district in Assam,
Uh,
another one is Surachandpur district in Manipur,
okay, sir.
and
I visited all the places. I visited all the Northeast Indian
so
areas.
in a northeast also, in these two pilot projects, we can have this cassava based
Biopesticides,
diversification, product
bioenergy, etc.,
diversification.
etc.
So my request will be, it's today I felt very happy that we started with a very important product, and
Thank
which
you very
has
much,
got
sir.
this much
Thank you for the encouragement.
potential.
Yeah.
And we should see to that it even if the in the for food security, depending upon the soil condition, it can come as a good uh, products and so on and so forth. But whether people eat the tuber or not, but the leaves alone can give lot
Yes,
of
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah,
products.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So not only
This
that,
is
sir,
what.
leaf has got 30% protein. There is one article which says that internationally the protein deficiency can be met with the leaf from
No,
cassava.
that's not. Let us prove. Let us prove it, and I'm very happy. And I'll, kindly initiate, appropriate institutional collaboration between
Sure, sir.
Sobit Institute of Engineering Technology and
Uh,
which is based in
MD
Meerut,
University,
and
we have MD University and CET.
CTCRI, CTCRI, and even Mahatma Gandhi University, where you have set up an incubation
Yes,
center.
sir. Now I am a university only. I'm not CTCRI. Because of the
Okay, so you
technology, I
can
don't know it now.
but as an you always try to network with ICR institution for anything on agriculture crop. It is
Yes,
always
sir.
necessary for private universities and public universities to join together.
Yeah.
All the three. It is
Sir,
as
MG University, MG University is a government university, government owned
yeah, yeah.
university. Yeah.
And
It's a famous university.
you as a tuber crop research scientist, and you headed
Yeah.
the institution, and you were instrumental in this aspect. And let us join together, because my interest is that as a farmer technocrat, you brought digital technology in agriculture. We would like to establish 400 agriculture commodity value chain in the country, and bring all the engineering students and non-engineering postgraduate students to get into agriculture commodity value chain. And this is very important, and take advantage of BharatNet connectivity at each gram panchayat level.
Sure,
So
sir.
in Kerala we have taken in Wayanad, and in Trichur district, in the that we also now working with another higher education institution in Trichur, in the tribal area of Trichur district. And I'm very happy about that. uh, and But to start with, let us do it in Wayanad district in Kerala. And in
Yes, sir.
Tamil Nadu we have taken in Kollimalai. It's where tapioca grows. And also
Tamil
that in
Nadu,
Coimbatore,
Namakkal, then
Namakkal district, in
uh,
Kollimalai is in Namakkal district.
Gobi
And Jawad
Palanchetti.
Hills, and
There are many places.
Thiruvananthapuram in Jawad Hills, and
Uh, uh,
Coimbatore in Western Ghats.
Kolli Hills.
Kolli Hills in
Yeah,
Namakkal district.
yeah,
And let us do that. And Kadalur district, of course, you delivered the talk, and I'm very
yeah.
happy about that. And that has generated a lot of interest. So, as to summarize, I thank Professor Dr. C. A. Jayaprakas for delivering a wonderful talk on the topic strengthening cassava value chain through product diversification, a basic diet for over 500 million people in the world. It is also said, appropriate figure 800 million. And whatever we do, this cassava informatics network value chain will also spread to African countries and also
That's
Asian countries. So we will work on, and that informatics network center in India with respect to cassava value chain, and try to undertake skill development, entrepreneurship development for uh, to strengthen cassava value chain. This is very important, and you rightly said it that innovation for waste to wealth is necessary.
Yes, sir. That is
Innovation
underlined.
for waste to wealth is very important, and today you proved it. I'm very happy, and let us join together and make it this cassava value chain is uh, it is being operationalized in every village, and in this country. It is very important, and some of the, and you also very nicely said it. It has got health benefits. It supports healthy gut bacteria, helps fight inflammation, boosts energy, supports healthy weight management, helps maintain hair and skin health, and supports healthy blood sugar levels. And we would like to see to that, as reported in the report of CTCRI in 2006. Let us look into all the components which they talked in strength and the weakness and opportunities and threat. Let us try to address those components. And it is about, 16, 19 components which they talked about it. Let us address that. And as for ICAR and Agricultural University Kerala and Tamil Nadu Agriculture University and the All India Coordinated Research Project in Tapioco and my Agriculture Center for Agricultural Informatics Recurrent Research Studies. Let us work together to bring out Cassava Informatics Network Value Chain a reality in this country, and also that component in smart tribal farming, because it will bring in nutritional security and also income security to the tribal community. And I would like to operationalize the component e-crop, that is cassava crop, an IoT device which has been developed by CTCRI for smart cassava farming, to be tested, to be operationalized in the smart tribal farming projects. So this also I will send you a request to you. This we can discuss with the CTCRI and see to that how it can go to throughout the country. And research into cassava, it is a very important component, a promising crop under climate change, and how to network with International Center for Tropical Agriculture, International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, and UN Food and Agriculture Organization to strengthen our initiative on cassava informatic network value chain. This also kindly make it as an agenda from your side, and see to that how this can be done. They suggest that this systematic map of cassava agriculture, they said, can be used by researchers, funders, practitioners, and policymakers to identify relevant research or knowledge gaps requiring further attention. And this is very important. And finally, your synopsis, which is put it very nicely, that it is a perennial woody shrub under the family of
U4BSA.
Euphorbiaceae.
U4BSA. U4BSA.
U4BSA.
U4BSA.
U4BSA. I'm not a botany student. So and it is widely cultivated in tropical and subtropical countries, mainly for its edible starchy tubers, which serves as a staple or subsidiary food for over 800 million people. Large quantity of cassava leaves, 3 to 5
Thanks
ton
per
per
hectare.
hectare, and tuber rinds, 15 to 23% of the tuber, are usually discarded as a bio waste.
Huge
And
quantities, sir.
during crop harvest, and due to the presence of toxic compounds such as cyanogenic glucosides and linamarin and lotostralian,
Lotus.
lotostralian.
Ah.
Cassava leaves are rich in protein and other nutrients, but anti-nutritional factors like cyanogenic glucosides limit their economic utility. You talked very effectively on this direction. Nevertheless, farmers use them as cattle feed. After detoxification by sun drying, recognizing the potential of phytochemicals from cassava biowaste, ICAR CTCRI in Trivandrum, with the technical advice from ISRO, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center has mechanically isolated bioactive compounds from cassava leaves and tuber rinds. This has led to the development of three potent biopesticides arbitrarily named Menma, Nanma, and Shreya. Banana and plantain are important fruit crops in India, but they are significantly damaged by pests such as pseudostem weevil
People,
and rhizome weevil. The
rhizome weevil.
biopesticides Menma and Nanma have proven very effective in managing these pests. Menma has also been effective against the red palm weevil in coconut trees. Additionally, these biopesticides are effective in managing sucking pests like thrips, aphids, mealybugs, mites, and scale insects across a spectrum of horticultural crops. After isolating the bioactive components from cassava leaves, the waste sludge was used for extraction of biomethane, which was then used to produce electricity and bio-CNG. Biomethane was compressed and filled into portable cylinders. And besides these products, cassava biowaste is also utilized for the isolation of proteins, biofertilizer, semicides, and ectoparasiticides for pest
Parasites.
animals. This active compound, lilamarine, isolated from cassava, has been proven to be a potent anti-cancer molecule. This much potential are there in the root, and there is a question for you from Dr. Shekhar Power. In USA, there are many cyber attacks on even water supply systems PLC, where hackers modified water parameters of the city's water purification system to make it poison for people. It is important to cyber secure Industry
It's
4.0
not.
technologies,
It's not for us.
as there are many state-sponsored attacks happening worldwide. Have we take care of cyber security for the CITSA and its vision? Dr. Shekhar Power, and we are now taking care of with the relevant institutional collaboration. And I also would like to have your participation in this act. Commodity value chain we are promoting through this program, and commodity value chain and informatics network value chain has to be freed from cyber attacks. It's very important. And we were very conscious on this when we are implementing National Animal Disease Reporting System way back in 2012. So, Dr. Jayaprakash, it's a very good input which has come from Dr. Shekhar from US. He's attending this program. And let us see that how to even free our commodity informatics network value chain free from cyber attack. Over to you for your final remarks, and then we'll close it.
Okay, so thank you very much, sir, for giving me a chance to share some of my thoughts with you, and also thank the Shobhi University. I'm sure a crop once upon a time we thought it's an orphan crop. That crop has got a multiple level of the application now. And also I would like to bring to your kind notice one more thing. Government of India has got a program that's called SATAT. You must be knowing it. Sustainable Alternative Towards Affordable Transportation. SATAT. SATTAT. SATAT. Under that, there are a lot of programs government is looking for, globally looking for alternatives to the fossil fuel to make energy out of it. And the government is giving a lot of subsidies and a lot of initiative for that one, lot of this for that one. So we may have to be a part of that SATAT. Cassava should be a part because we have that much biomass produced as waste in this one, and it is not equally compatible, more compatible than what presently being used for the extraction of biomethane, like Napier gas or so. This should be brought into the attention of the concerned agencies, the policy makers about the potential of our crop. Once again, thank you very much, sir, for
Now,
your interest.
what is that? What is that institution you said? Can you
SATA,
please repeat?
SATAT, SATA, Sustainable Alternative Towards Affordable Transportation. Government of India's program it is.
Okay. No,
SATAT.
let us prepare an approach paper based on this webinar, and
Ah,
we will take it up. We'll take it up.
sure, sir. Sure,
And
sir.
we'll take it up. And with this, I would like to thank our Honorable Chancellor, His Excellency Secretary General, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and faculty members of the university. And we would like to, and also, and our guest speaker, Professor Dr. C.A. Jayaprakash, and the participants who have viewed this program both in India and abroad. And we're also thankful that a participant from US has even asked a question with respect to how to face the cyber attack issues on this commodity value chain. And we will overcome all the and he's also putting it, Dr. Shekhar Power, I'm doctorate in cybersecurity from Geneva, Italy. I will add you over LinkedIn. Thank you very much, Dr. Shekhar Pawar. Let us work together to achieve this component in our commodity value chain. It is very important. We will also make this policy paper to the African Asian Rural Development Organization, Dr. Jayaprakash,
Yeah, sure, sir. That's
to
very important, sir.
uh,
That is very
to
important. We are very
propagate
much
in
interested.
African countries and Asian countries. This is very important, and kindly take note of it that our note preparation starts from today onwards. Let us not delay it. Thank you very much, and I also
Thank
thank
you, sir.
Mr. Manish Chapra, who has organized this program very effectively. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll close the webinar, and thank you very much.
Sign out.